scrambled eggs. Something so simple, yet every chef out there wants to make it complicated. Listen, the correct recipe is the recipe you use that you enjoy the eggs at the after. At the end of the day, it comes down to you eating it and enjoying it. You know, I've seen the chef that cuts Ramsay. Ramsay goes on about these eggs and makes it all technical. And when I say technical, his recipe is very basic. Yet, yo man, I don't know, man. The brother is famous. He's rich and everything else from the way he delivers his content. But personally, it's not for me. And you know, you look at him and then you look at Marco Pierre White. You know, totally different recipe. Same flicking scrambled eggs. Then you look at my boy. Yeah, I call him my boy because, yo, he's my chef hero. You look at Jacques Pepin. I'd love to meet that man. His recipe is different as well too. So what I'm trying to get at, yes, it's a simple recipe. It's just plain old scrambled eggs. But Uncle Chris is going to show you his version today. If you want something light and fluffy and yo, I'm telling you, boy, this thing breakfast, you know, all that yapping, and I failed to deliver the ingredients. 3 eggs. This is the last of the eggs which was in the fridge. This is the new batch that we just got. These are free range or whatever. Expensive. Good eggs, good product at the end. I got some chives, some milk. Yes, milk. Trust me on this. Follow along. We've got some sea salt, some black pepper, and I've got 2 tablespoons of butter in a non-stick frying pan. If you have a well-seasoned stainless steel pan or cast iron, you rock that, but I'm trying to make it simple and easy for everybody. And with the eggs, I'm putting it in a bowl here because I want to whisk it. And it also gives me the opportunity, if any little pieces of eggshell get in there, it's easier to take it out of there than in the pot. But you really want to scramble. I like to scramble it before. And black pepper. You can put your black pepper while it's in the pot there, in the pan, but I might like to put my salt and black pepper here. I'm using salted butter, so I'm not going too heavy on the salt, and you all know I'm trying to cut back on the amount of salt in my diet. And I'm just taking a fork and we're gonna whisk that. If you have a whisk, you can. I just make a mess on the flicking stove, boy. I say non-complicated, and I'm gonna uncomplicate the thing. So I have to clean it up after. But by whisking it like this, you're adding air to it, which is going to give you that fluffy, nice, pillowy egg at the end. Just turn my stove on, put it on a medium heat, and let that butter melt away. I'm going to continue whisking this just for about 30 seconds or so. Now I'm going to pour the milk in there. And all you need is a couple tablespoons of milk. And the eggs, you know, all those air bubbles that we're seeing there. Now here's the thing, by adding the milk to this, what's gonna happen is at the end you're gonna see a sort of a watery, if you allow the egg to cool, it's gonna have that sort of water draining out. That is just the water separating from the milk. So I would highly recommend you serve this as soon as it comes off the frying pan here. As the butter melts, what I'm going to do is move it around the pan, especially where the sort of rivets are there, because I don't want the eggs sticking on there later. That's just going to be hard washing up, yeah? So butter is nice and melted. We're just going to give it another minute because I want to see bubbles before I add the eggs in. Butter is perfect to my liking. So I'm just going to pour the eggs. Allow it to set for about 30 seconds. I'm not sure how well you can see it on camera, but you can see the edges already starting to take form. So I'm just going to pull back and push, pull and push, and you're seeing layers of the eggs. I'm just moving it all the way around, just moving it. And my heat is constant. And you can see how light and fluffy it's already becoming. Just gonna shift it around a little bit. At this point, I like to go in with my chives because I like the chives throughout the eggs, not just on the top. I will put some on the top at the end, but having that onion flavor throughout the egg makes for a good scrambled egg. And you can see now, unlike a lot of people from the Caribbean who tend to like their eggs dark, which means almost burnt, I don't. So it only took about 1.5 minutes and these eggs, and you can see the jiggle on it, nice and fluffy. This is the way Uncle Chris likes his scrambled eggs. Okay, turn off the stove, and I'm gonna move the frying pan off the burner. Gonna hit that a little black pepper to finish off. No more salt for me. I've got a bit more chives. That chives is going on there. Chris here, oh, we got some chives left back. This is some chives from the garden. I've been having fun with it lately. Sup, soldiers? Listen, if you enjoy this recipe, I'd really appreciate it if you hit subscribe and click that bell notification thing. If you've made the recipe, take a picture and send it to me. Email address down here. I'm trying to tell people the email address, them butts will take the address and do all kind of thing with it. And tag me on Instagram at Caribbean Pod. I really appreciate you guys, and thanks for being in my kitchen with me today. Irie. Chris here, CaribbeanPod.com. My take on scrambled eggs, nice and fluffy. Yo, I'm telling you, do it this way and you won't regret it. That little bit of milk, it does wonders to the whole texture and everything else. I don't know how good you guys can see that there, but yo, proper things, man. What's up, soldiers? Don't forget to click subscribe. If you've already clicked subscribe, hit that bell notification thing. I want to all you missing out on the new videos, man. Come on, click.